I'd never ever in my life dreamt owning an apartment in Europe, in Sweden, in Stockholm, even better so. And it took time before it actually sank in that I was owning the place. So anyway, welcome to today's edition where I've got my friend Kent, and we're going to be talking about mortgage. There's so many young people out there, there's so many people out there who maybe they want to get a mortgage, they want to own a house, but at times we don't have the right information. So I hope if you watch the video to the end, you're going to get one or two ideas how you can fix that problem. And with me, Kent has taken me a long way. We'll go through a little bit from my history, how it ended up until I got to own an apartment without a penny in my account. So welcome.
So, tell me. You know, it's funny you say you didn't have a penny.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any penny today in your account?
Sorry. Well, I think from the time I started with the mortgage,
Yeah.
I became more broke even. So
Well, put it this way. Your equity
yeah,
have gained a lot. You
I
remember?
would think so, yes.
You remember?
Absolutely.
We bought the apartment for 1 million
Yeah,
and it's worth more than 2 million today.
today.
So, even if you don't have it in your pocket,
Yeah,
you do have the access to the money if you like to.
that's the beauty.
You
with
could,
the-
you
with
could
the
borrow money
mortgage.
or you can sell it,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's an apartment.
It is an apartment.
So what is important with an apartment? Apartment is a place where you live.
yeah, that's the first, the most important thing. I
Yes,
believe.
it is.
Yeah,
Because, you know, you can invest in many different things
yeah,
to gain money. And to invest in your living is one of the best. Because you have two things there. You have a place to live,
yeah.
and usually, if you're in the right area, you gain equity. That's important.
When you talk of the right area, what do you mean?
It's an area where you have a busy work area. If you live in Europe,
Yeah.
big cities.
Okay.
If you live in Kenya, probably Nairobi,
Nakuru.
Nakuru,
Yeah.
where it grows and where it's work opportunities. Equity won't do it. But you don't need that even. You can be well happy to have your place to live without to pay an outrage rent to somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. But just before we move on, because that's what I feel when it comes to mortgage, you know, and the difference between like staying in a mortgage house and in a house where I pay, somebody pays rent. It almost feels like when you are actually renting an apartment, it's like you're throwing away your money. While when you stay in a mortgaged house, it almost feels like you're investing the money. I don't know how to.
No,
that's
I would say that's absolutely true, because you really do an investment.
yeah.
But you also do an investment in your lifestyle, because when you mortgage your own apartment,
Yeah.
you take care of it.
Exactly.
And if it's an area where it's many apartments and everybody own it, the area also take care of it. If you rent something, you don't feel the proudness of having it. So maybe people throw away garbage, maybe they do other things, and you don't know how the landlord is. If you have a good landlord, fine. But you can have one that's very squeezy, not doing anything, your water is not working very well, the toilets is bad. But you own your own place, it's a big difference, because you're proud about it and you take care of it.
You take it. I mean, it becomes it's your own.
It's your own.
Okay, that's the difference.
Right. So how you get to that situation? Isn't that the question you want to ask?
Yeah, that's exactly. Now, when we come back to, I think we'll go back to about. I may have to explain a little bit our history, how we met. This is 10 years down the line, and by that time I was actually staying in a student's apartment. It was a very small room. I hope I'll be able to get some pictures from there and put it on the video. But the most iconic thing that happened was Kent came to visit me, and the same day I remember I'd gotten a letter where I was meant to move out because I was done with my education. And at this place, you only stay if you're a student, because they're meant for student apartments. So, and I didn't know exactly what to do. So I happened to explain to Kent, and Kent decides to take me to a place. And also two scenarios. There was the idea of this letter which I'd gotten, and also at the same time I'd gotten work, first job, which means I was going to have a steady income every month. I was working with the commune, and it becomes very strong when it comes to the bank and the loan factor, right? So when I told Kent about my story, Kent decides we go and look for apartment, and I'm thinking, what's this guy telling me? We go look for apartment. I don't even have money. So we went there. We had 3 houses that we looked at. And thereafter, Kent asked me, which apartment do you think you would love to stay? And I chose this place, which where I live today. And Kent says, okay, we put a bid. What's a bid in English?
Bid.
We did a bid on it and we got it. The question was, how was I going to pay? I don't even have money. I don't have even a single penny in the account. Kent, what did you think?
Well, I want to back off a little bit, because like you said, you lose your place where you're living.
Yeah.
You need a new place, and it's not like it's a lot of a rental place in Stockholm.
No.
And I think it's the same in Kenya, or if you have a renting place, you have to pay a lot of money.
I think it's
maybe
all over the
room.
world. The principle is the same.
That was important, and I thought, okay, let's buy one. And how you do it? of course you need, like you said, a good income or
Yeah.
a secure income. A secure income.
Yeah,
You work for the commune, which is like a governmental thing.
yeah, exactly.
That's give you a monthly payment, you know that, so you don't need to worry. You happen to have me as a friend, which also had a good job and everything, and also contact with the bank.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we had to do was to take a loan to pay it.
To pay for the mortgage.
Right, for the apartment.
Yeah,
And you also have to do a down payment
at the bank.
at the bank,
Yeah.
which is in all cases around 15%. Not very much, but it's substantial money. So we need to have that. In this case, I had the money. I could help you
Yeah.
with the promise from your side to pay it back to
Pay
me.
back, yeah, because we actually we sat down thereafter, I remember, and we wrote down an agreement.
Yes.
Where I was going to be paying a certain amount every
Right,
month.
and whatever happened, if you even die, I'm gonna inherit it.
Yeah, but,
Or if you die, you're gonna inherit my thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's important. If you do something with somebody, your parents,
Yeah.
your friends, your girlfriends, or whoever, make sure you get an agreement up front because you never know what's gonna happen.
exactly.
So anyway, we went to the bank,
Mm.
we asked for the loan,
Yep.
we got it, and we paid the 50% down payment.
That was good.
So, the way to do it is really to find somebody that you can trust and rely on. And
Okay. So from the just this conversation that we have and my experiences when it comes to mortgage, I almost feel like it's just not the idea that you must have saved the money at the bank. There's also this other alternative, like you can use your family, you can actually come friends together and go to the bank and ask for a mortgage.
Right.
Or maybe a good friends, I had Kent with me, and he really got me moving. It's something which turned my life, I think 360%. So I'll just like to thank you for that. I'll never forget it. And well, I hope you got one or two ideas about when it comes to mortgage. I hope this has gotten you inspired much more, if not a little bit. This is Hustler Day. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, do support the channel. Remember to click the notification bell so that you can be able to see more upcoming videos. Until next time, do take care and bye bye.